Well, guys, welcome to another Guild of Legends on YouTube. Um, Tonight we're going to be talking about the new feats in the 2024 players rulebook of the um, D&D. I did some research on a couple of them. Come to find out how this works, I guess it's going to be up to the DM discretion on certain ones. So there you guys go. We'll jump right on into this real quick. Let me turn this down. If you can hear me, great. If you can't, I'm sorry. I don't see anybody on right now, so I'm going to jump in this, get this going, and let's do this. The feats in the book has changed a little bit. You got general feats, origin feats. I think there's one more, epic boon feats. So we'll get into it here in a minute. Yeah, the epic boons are 19 and above. The general feats will be, sorry, I'm trying to get my hat to work. It doesn't seem like it wants to. So let's jump right on into this one. Alert does not give you a +5 anymore. You can swap initiative with somebody. Crafter, you get a crafting tools set, but it doesn't work. Okay, healer, it sounds like that. You get a pluses to heal people and stuff like that. Use the med kits. Lucky, we all know what Lucky does. It hasn't changed. Magic initiative. You gain the following benefits. You learn 2 cantrips of your choice from the cleric, druid, or wizard spell list. Intelligent, wisdom, or charisma is your spell cast ability for the feat spell. Choose when this select the feat. You can keep on doing it, so it tells you what it does. You get to pull different cantrips from different people. Musician, we all know what that does. You get pluses to play an instrument. Savage attack hasn't changed. Skilled. This is the one I went ahead and tried to locate and tried to get a ruling on, but I couldn't. This will be the one up to the DM how he wants to rule it. So it states skill. You gain proficiency in any combination of 3 skills or tools of your choice. It's reusable, so you can take it as many times as you can. 1. So does that mean that you can, let's say your sleight of hands, you already got that skill. Does that mean you could take it again and boost it, or your stealth, or arcane, or what? I don't know what it's doing. George is watching, but I don't see him up on the chat. Hi, George. One's watching, but nothing's going on. If somebody can clarify that feat for me, I'm going to rule it as a DM. I will put it point blank to you guys. If you take it and you want to raise one of your skills that you already know, again, you can. Because I cannot find nowhere in anywhere right now that says you can't. Therefore, on that thought, you do have the other two books coming out. You got the Dungeon Master Guide coming out in November. The next year, you got the Monster Manual coming out in February. So we don't know what's going on. That might tell me something in that book. I don't know, but all over Discord, D&D Beyond, I have asked the question, and they all ruled it the same way I did. It's up to the DM how he wants to rule it right now. You got Tavern Brawler. We all know what that does. Damage roll when you rolling damage dice for your unarmed strike. You can re-roll the dice if it rolls a 1. Same thing. Improved weaponry. You have proficiency with impulse weapons. You can push the guy. Tough. Let's talk about tough. It took me a while to understand how that worked. So tough is when you get this, whenever you do, let's say you being a human and a barbarian. So you take the origin farmer, gives you tough. So you got a D10 plus your charisma modifier, a D12 plus charisma modifier. So let's just say your charisma is a 20, not your charisma, your constitution. Sorry. Your constitution is a 20. That's a plus 5 plus 12. 5, 6, 7, that's a 17. So if you take it at first level, 17 and 17 is what? Yeah. So therefore, after that, you get a plus 2. So 17, 17. 7 and 7 is 14, carry the 1, 34. There you go. As a barbarian. So let's say you are playing a dwarf and you get a plus 1 to your hit points every roll. Taking tough with a dwarf, make this even bigger yet. So he's a barbarian. First level. $34 plus 1, $35. So second level, you roll. Let's say you get a 5. 5 and 5, 10 plus 2, 12 plus 1, 13. Add that to it. You don't double it every time. You just double it once when you get it. So you can only take it once and that's it. So now, here we go. We go into the general feats. These are the general feats that requires you something. It's prerequisition stats. Most of them are a level 4. Some of them have spell casting or a pack magic feature or dex, con, whatever. But they're all on level 4. You got an ability score improvement, so you could jump your scores up. You could redo it every time. After what it does in the last book, it changed a little bit, but not much. Crossbow expert. In this book, it explains it a lot better than the last book. Crossbow expert is only could be used on a crossbow, not a short bow or a long bow. So it has different things it can do. It ignores loading properties of the hand crossbow, heavy crossbow, and light crossbow. All call crossbows elsewhere in this feat. Firing that doesn't give you disadvantage if you're firing into close combat with somebody, and dual wielding. I don't think. I guess you could fire it and use a sword. I don't know. Crusher, that's a new one. Um, you could push somebody away or enchant critical hit when score a critical hit that deal bludgeoning damage to a creature. Attack rolls against that creature have advantage until the start of your next turn. So if you critical, you get advantage your next turn. Defense duelist, that's what it sounds. Dual wielding, we all know what that does. You could do certain things. This one tells you a little bit better. Durability, you get a speedy recovery. You can defeat death. You have advantages on death saving throws. So, I mean, um, elemental adapt. This is for like the spellcasters. Fey touch. Um, you expose the Fey wild magic grants you the following ability. You increase your intelligent wisdom or charisma. These are all the pro level 4 or above. Um, so grifter, grappler. Um, you can push or grab, attack advantage, and fast wrestling. Great weapon mastery, heavy weapon mastery, hull. So immediately after you score a critical hit with a melee weapon, or you reduce a creature to 0 hit points with one, you can make an attack with the same weapon as a bonus attack. So it comes in handy. Heavy armory mastery. This is where you got to have level 4 and you got to have medium armor training to get this. Then you got to have heavy armor mastery to get the next one. So I like what they did. Inspiring leadership. Rest, you gain a performance and speech, song, or dance when you do. 6 allies, 30 feet. You inspire them to do something great. Keen Mind, we all know what that does. Lightly armored, Mage Slayer, martial weapon training, medium armor mastery, moderate armor mounted combat, exertant. I like this one better than the last one because of how it says it. Choose one of the following skills: insight, investigation, or perception. If you like the proficiency with the choice skill, you gain proficiency in it, and it will already have proficiency in it. You gain experience in it. Quit search, you can take a search action as a bonus action. So I'm in combat, I'm going to do a quick search. I'm going to look around me. Bonus action. There you go. Polearm mastery, resistant, ritual caster, preacher. Then you got prisoner or poisonaire. You can brew potions with this if you have a poison kit, so that's not too bad. Polearm mastery, we all know what it does. Resistance. Yeah, ritual casting, sentinel. It still takes you down to 0 if you get hit, but it's a guardian. Immediately after a creature within 5 feet of you take the disengage action or hit a target other than you. Same thing as the last one. Uh, Shadow touch. It's for like your rogues and stuff. That'd be a good one. George, that would be an excellent one for you when we start playing. Shadow magic. Choose one level spell from the Illusionist or Necromancer School of Magic. Sharpshooter. Bypass cover. Your range attack with this weapon ignores half cover and three-quarter cover. Firing in melee, beginning with 5 feet of an enemy, does not cause disadvantage. Long shot attack and long range doesn't improve disadvantage. So it doesn't give you a -5 and a +10 anymore. So that's good. Shield mastery, you could do shield bash again. So sorry guys. Pour you something, have some fun. Let's talk about it. Skilled expert is another one that I tried to look up. Skill proficiency, you gain proficiency in one skill of your choice. The expert, you choose one skill with you have proficiently, but lack the experience. You gain experience with that skill. Skulker. You got blind sight. You have blind sight within 10 with a range of 10 feet. Fog of War. You exploit the distance of battle, gaining advantages on any dex stealth checks. Slasher. Speedy, that improves your speed if you want to walk. Or Spell Sniper, we know what that does. Telekinesis. Telepathic. Warcaster, weapon mastery, fighting style, feats, archery, blind fighting, defense, dueling, great weapon, inspector, protector, throw weapon fighting, two weapon fighting, unarmed fighting. Then you go into the boons. I'm not getting into the boons, the epic boons feats, that's 19 or above. I don't see my guys ever getting that high again unless they actually do the role playing. But this, in my opinion, is more hack and slash than anything else. Let's talk about equipment. I know in the original 2014 Player's Handbook, it said shield. It doesn't give you a picture of what they're talking about. They don't do nothing like that. Yeah, I got another 3D printer in the background. George bought me that Darth Vader thing. I got some D&D minis. I got my Princess Leia and RTD2 Battletechs up there. I don't know what's above my head, but it's a mess in here right now. I'm getting ready for OzCon. I don't know if I'm going to go, but I'm getting ready for it. So let's go on. So now, the description of a shield. Let me find it again. So it doesn't, I read it someplace. So it shows you two normal shields in the picture. So, okay, you gain the shields. You gain the armor class benefit of a shield only if you have the training with it. So if you don't have training with the shield, you cannot pick up a shield now. It gives you all your tools that you'll need. Then you come over here to the Adventure Guild gear. You can buy a whole bunch of stuff. It's not bad, but I just want to touch on a little bit of it. Guys, if you have anything that you want me to talk about, please let me know. It's short, sweet. Yeah, I was going to say something else. I lost my train of thought. But guys, let's have a good time and let's see what's going on. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will reach out to you guys later on, and we'll talk about something else next week. Next week, I might talk about 40K. Show you my what I'm planning on be doing here since X-Wing is getting into a revised session. So I'll have the computer away from me. I'll reach over and get some stuff. I'll set them up. I won't have the rule books or anything like that, but I can pull most of it up on my phone and tell you the movement and stuff like that. Yeah, if you want any 3D printing made, let us know. Let me know. I'll get a hold of my other person who has a 3D printer. We'll get them printed up for you. It depends on what size it will be. It might be more, it might be less. Don't know. It's all about what we have to do. If you got any questions for me, please let me know. I want to turn the music back on. Magic the Gathering having some new stuff coming out. BattleTech got some new stuff coming out. Shatterpoints and Legion has got some new stuff. D&D right now got the 3 new books coming out. What else is there? I think that's about it, guys. I'm going to jump off from here. You guys have a good night. See you guys later. Pour you a drink and enjoy the weekend. See ya. Bye-bye.